Hey again, it's Felix. I hope you've been keeping well. Since I feel like we're going to keep the ball rolling on this series, let's try and keep the intro short today. Let me show you this.
Greetings, Planeswalker. I sense that you are in need of a new challenge.
Jesus, how did you... depends. What kind of challenge?
The journey that lies ahead is a long and difficult one that will push you to your utmost limits, while strengthening or breaking your ability to traverse the multiverse and assemble teams
Hi, he's still here. What was the challenge, sorry?
Oh, either one. I like that. Well, you must enjoy Commander.
Oh, hell yeah, I love that format.
Perfect. You will be required to partake in its sister format, 100 card...
Hunted Chub? Nice bait and switch, but sure.
What did you just... You know what? Never mind. Please, just listen. You will be required to spin this wheel, where on it are all of the available colored identities on Arena, barring the 4 color combinations. When a section has been selected, you must find a commander within that color identity, assemble your team strategy, as well as remove the slice from the wheel, as much as that. As for restrictions, you may not choose the most prevalent or popular commanders in the identity, and you must not choose your fellow planeswalkers to command your army.
Can't be meta, no planeswalkers, even though it's Brawl. Got it. Sounds easy enough.
As many have thought before you, I am glad you have accepted. Now, shall we spin?
Sure, but what do I win if I defeat the wheel?
Defeat the wheel? Why don't we worry about that when it's closer to being reality?
Are you one of those paid with hard work and exposure kind of guys?
What? Me? Never. You'll get a great, big, let's spin the wheel!
Whew, man, that was a close one there. Wait a second, why did your accent just change?
Spin the wheel!
What do you think? Pretty clear, kind of fun. I'm gonna mark this as the intro and rules moving forward. That way, new people that are introduced to the series will be able to understand it a little better, and anybody that's a regular watcher, well, they can skip over it if they want. It also allows me to keep this one short. Thank goodness. Warning, we have one more pre-recorded video after this, and the Lord of the Rings set is kind of around the corner. I think I'll be keeping it to recording 1 or 2 and then building, because we didn't really get to appreciate any of the new commanders, as well as any of the battle cards. Cut the jibber jabber, Felix. I want to watch the merry-go-round. You got it, baby. Now we're talking. This has to be in my top 5, maybe even top 3 color combinations. The first single I ever purchased with the intentions of making a commander deck around it was Muldrotha the Gravetide, just because I couldn't crack one from Dominaria packs. The blessing and curse of landing on a wedge is that there's a lot less decision making involved when it comes to the commanders. There was, I think, 5 at the time of recording this. Muldrotha, Yarok, Yorn, Brokos, and Tatsunari. Because I want to try less popular commanders, Muldrotha and Yarok are out. They're easily the top picks for this color combination. They're amazing. Ridiculously fun. I recommend it to anybody that wants to try Sultai for size. It also means that we probably have seen close to 1,000 variations on them both already. Next up is Yorn. Jorn? Whatever. He's pretty popular too, but he doesn't really have a lot going on in Historic, considering there's, 1 set and an anthology that involves snow permanents? We'll see you later, Yorn. That leaves these 2. Tatsunari and Brokos. Tatsunari throws a little spin on the Enchantress theme by having black in the mix instead of white, and Brokos is, well, he kind of just is a shell for any old Sultai color strategy, considering his ability really isn't dictating much aside from needing non-humans. Come to think of it, I do have an idea, and it'll be best suited for Tatsunari Toad Rider. So hear me out. There's this little thing I thought of, and I really want to give a shot, but let's get the obvious out of the way first. We're going to be building an Enchantress deck, and I'd rather do it now instead of getting tempted by Selesnya or Bant. Let's talk strategy. Obviously, we want Tatsunari to make Kami, and Kami to drain our opponents, so this deck is going to be filled with enchantments and enchantment creatures. The green is going to take care of most of the heavy lifting when it comes to the Enchantress stuff. The blue is going to be all around useful, but it gives us some flavor wins too, like Frogify, Kasmina's Transmutation, Arcane Adaptation, making all of our creatures frogs. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that part. Tatsunari has this ability at the bottom. It's the reason he's even considered Sultai. For 1 and 1 hybrid Simic, Tatsunari and target frog gain effectively flying, but not the keyword, because frogs jump high, right? Clever. Except he's a toad rider? Hello? You guys can retcon hounds to be dogs, but you're just gonna leave this walking contradiction as a thing? I'm not happy about it. I have to deal with it, but I am not happy. I'm gonna sideline that ability. Like, sure we could use it, but I'm in favor of swapping it out for the little something I thought of earlier. Because of black, it gives us an opening into something I don't think a lot of people thought of. These two. Titan's Nest, and more importantly, Disinformation Campaign. Disinformation Campaign is going to give us so much value. It'll drain and gain for 1 if Kami's out, it'll draw us a card, and it'll force a discard on the opponent, so long as we can keep this Surveil train going. For that, we're adding in a whole extra Surveil package in place of what should be frog shenanigans. The Titan's Nest will help in that journey, as well as help pay for things.
Now some of you might be saying, hey, hang on a second here, Felix. That doesn't say Surveil. That says, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may look at the top card of your library, and you may put that card into your graveyard.
The earliest article I could find it was October 18th, 2022, but all of those wordier cards like Curate, Search for Azcanta, and our friend Titan's Nest that say that line of text, in the arena version, you'll see it says Surveil on it, but the card highlight ones, unfortunately all I can find are these. Hopefully we'll get to enjoy some fun games with this one. Let's take a look at the... Wait a second. What the hell are you? Urg, Spawn of Turg. It has a Surveil ability. That can be... It's a frog? Somebody thought of this strategy before me? No, you're just a happy accident. I refuse to accept that somebody thought of this garbage first. Oh, whatever. Just get in the deck so we can show them what it looks like. There may be a pattern of me preferring 2 mana curves over 3, but that's fine. Everything's fine. There's a lot of fun little tricks in this deck, and I definitely recommend grabbing it from the deck list in the description. But remember what I said earlier, something's gotta go. Enough, it's time to jump into some games. Do you get it? Because they're frogs, and frogs jump, they hop, but they jump. Okay, alright, I'll stop. Ooh, the first game's a color mirror. Does anyone else find this happening a lot? Our opening hand for this one is not great. No lands, mostly big spells, and auras we don't have the creatures for. No thanks, free mulligan. Oh man, I so want to, but no blue pretty much seals it. Multi 6. Okay, this one has no black, but I have enhanced surveillance and this coastal bulwark. I'll be able to really dig if I don't hit a land. The rest is whatever, and even though I should keep the shrine, I think we're gonna bottom it. Let's give it a shot. Opponent starts this match with a Forsaken Crossroads, scrying 1 and bottoming. Okay, I know no one was expecting that to happen. Let's play our Sanctum and say go. Opponent Islands? See, that's what we were expecting. Let's play this Pathway on the Tide Channel side, and then the Coastal Bulwark. They'll play a land, and then an Elvish Rejuvenator, finding another land in the top 5, putting it on the battlefield, and passing. We'll play the Pathway, and then our commander, Tatsunari Toad Rider. Ooh, opponent misses their land drop, but plays a Cold Steel Heart in its place. On our turn, we'll play a Breeding Pool, followed by Enhanced Surveillance, creating a Kami token. And then we'll attack with Tatsunari and ship it back. That's amazing. Opponent plays Yarok the Desecrated, so now this game has half of the Sultai Brawl commanders in it. They did miss a land again, however. Let's play the Llanowar Wastes, and then Growing Rights of Itlimoc. Getting... Ooh, that's a toughie. I can play the Weaver and flip Growing Rights this turn. The Doom Whisperer lets us hyper dig, but we have to wait till next turn. Let's get greedy and take the Whisperer. We won't attack and keep the mana up for the Bulwark instead. They manage a command tower and play a double value Ravenous Chupacabra, taking out both Tatsunari and his Kami. They swing with Yarok and end their turn. On end step, let's get our commander back from the grave with the Omen of the Dead. Well, I think I'll play the Doom Whisperer, getting the Surveil train going, and say go. Opponent gets a land and plays it, then plays Vraska, Betrayal's Sting. And of course, -2s, targeting the Doom baby. Well, we'll have to Surveil 4, binning it all. Let's do it again, and we'll bin all of these too. And then do it again, ordering it like this. I'm secretly going for a misplay any percent speed run this game. I'm getting close to the PB. They'll attack with Yarok, and then give it back to us. We draw and play Woodland Cemetery. Since that Vraska can -2 again, we'll play our commander, following with an arcane adaptation naming Frog, making another Kami so that there's more bodies. Opponent Casualties of War? I don't think I can come back from that now, since it hits 2 creatures and a land, and will surely kill the creature left standing with Vraska. This game was right after I got bad news, so I was in a terrible mood. We scooped it up, which I don't think people should do at instant speed. With that, I will say, looking back at this, Muldrotha being the queen of permanence, why Casualties of War? Come on now, -1 flavor rep. Game 2, let's take a look at this hand. All things considered, it's nothing to write home about, but it's definitely playable. Nykthos pairs beautifully with permanent-based strategies. Command Tower cleans up our mana a bit. I can't play in Search for Greatness, and the Confounded Conundrum is just a cantrip since our opponent's mono black. Journey to Eternity is good with Tatsunari, and if pattern follows, Bastion of Remembrance will be good against our opponent. Let's keep and see. We'll lead this one with a Command Tower. Opponent with Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We draw a second green source, but it's a Hinterland Harbor. I think we swamp and play the Confounding Conundrum. That island fixes that problem. They'll swamp into a treasure map. Ooh, Titan's Nest. Maybe we're onto the thing. Let's island and then play Bastion of Remembrance as insurance for removal spells. On opponent's upkeep, they'll scry with the map topping it. Then play a swamp into Xander's Wake. Maybe our stuff isn't what's getting killed this time. Let's play the Hinterland Harbor into a Search for Greatness. Did possibly cheat some stuff out? Then, let's take the lead by swinging for 1. They're going to upkeep Scry again, bottoming this time. They'll play a land, as well as a Horde Robber, chipping the turn. I know what you're thinking. Felix, you could have just played the Titan's Nest last turn since you didn't use all of your mana, and to that I respond, but now it's free. 4 mana for 1 turn doesn't feel as good as 7 mana this turn. Let's Nykthos, and then play our commander, Tatsunari. Opponent doesn't scry this time and plays their swamp, and then scries. Topping it, transforming the treasure map, making 3 treasures. They Bone Shards our commander, sacking their robber, Xander's Wake letting them draft a Morbid Opportunist. How do I know? Because I'm sure they would have played it before sacking if they had it. We're going to order our upkeep Surveil first, and then Scry. But this time, we'll just keep the Weaver on top for both. Let's play it. And then a Nettle Cyst. Opponent's threatened by the Weaver. Fatal pushes it first. They'll get an Opportunist draw, and we'll drain them for 1 with the Bastion. We'll pass to them. With no hesitation, they play a swamp into their commander, Liliana Dreadhorde General. And then -4, making each player sack 2 creatures. They draw 2 and draft a card, and we'll drain them for 2. They finish up with an Acquisitions Expert, making us discard. I think I'll pick the Frogify, considering their commander is a Planeswalker. We'll look at the top, spinning this 1 with the Multiverse, keeping this Doom Whisperer on top. Who doesn't like a 6/6 flying trampling? Let's misunderstand Nykthos and exile these 3 from our graveyard to make the mana needed to play Doom Whisperer. And instead of playing our commander, we'll just whip the Nettlecyst, making it an 11/11 and pass it. Opponent going to play a Swamp, then upticking Liliana, making a 2/2 zombie. Then they play their own Bastion of Remembrance, a Gix Yawgmoth Praetor, and finishing up with a Dire Fleet Porter. On end step, let's Surveil 2, binning both. Then let's do it again and top this Nyx blue. What? Why? That's karma for the last one. Let's run it back. Game 3's opening hand is looking not so hot. Only thing we can cast are auras that don't have any definite targets. Let's free me. Okay, hear me out. I've got the green at the cost of black, but Nessian Wanderer does so much in this deck, and Sanctum Weaver gives us a free shot as well as being the mana needed to keep us going. Citizen Champion gives us card draw. Let's try it. We'll lead off by playing this Pathway on the Slitherboar side. Opponent, Mountains into Barbarian Clap. Very cool. Let's play an Island, and then our Nessian Wanderer, and Prey Nobles. Thankfully, opponent just wants to play a mountain and levels up the Barbarian Clap. Yikes, hopefully the plan works out. Let's Sanctum Weaver and nailed it. Let's grab and play this Blooming Marsh and attack with the 1/3. Opponent repeats last turn, except they go for level 3 this time. Sounds good to me. We miss our land drop, but get a Cloud Key. Let's play that, naming enchantment. That kind of counts, doesn't it? Swing with a Wanderer. Our opponent is not messing around. They play another mountain, swiftly followed by their commander, Delina Wildmage. Swinging in, rolling twice. Thankfully, the highest was 11, so they just make 1 copy. Barbarian class will give the original +2, +0, and Menace though. Let's take 8, and they lose the copy on end step. This can go so bad, so fast. To save our own skin, we'll need to play the Eldest Reborn, forcing them to sacrifice. Lucky for us, there was an island in the top turn. So, we'll play that and attack for 1, chipping the turn. Oh god, the Ironcrag feat, making 7 mana and playing their commander again. They swing and oof, hit an 18? That'll make a copy and roll again. Thank God, they rolled an 11 again and stopped this madness. But it also gives them 2 instances of +2, +0, and Menace. We go down to 4. I'm sorry, opponent. You have to know I love my life more than your commander. We're gonna have to play this Binding the Old Gods, targeting Delina. We'll manage a Swamp from the Wanderer, so let's play that and our commander. Finishing up the turn by attacking for 1. Delina plays a land, followed by an Earth Cult Elemental. This could be bad. They get to roll again, so this thing's getting Menace if they roll a 19? Ugh. We'll sack the Binding. We'll actually manage to survive this because of Minions return. They swing in, thinking we can't block, but we get to attach it to our commander and make Kane. We trade, but Tatsunari comes back immediately. Upkeep triggers, we get to take the elemental we just killed, making opponent sack a mountain. We're going to play the Citizen Champion out, following it up with a Fang of Shigeki, finding a Swamp, and drawing an Enchantress's Presence. Let's play that. We'll whiff on lands, but draw still, and finish our turn by attacking for 4. Opponent tanks. They play a Seize the Spoils, then a land. Then a Plundering Barbarian, making another treasure before passing it back. Watch this here. I'm gonna go for a kill with the champion. Every time I play an enchantment, it'll get a counter, but I'll also draw 2 cards and drain for 1 with Kami, and possibly get a land from the Nessian Wanderer. Let's play a swamp, followed by a Demonic Embrace on the champion so that it flies, drawing a Mending of Dominaria, land. Let's play the Saga, land, and mill. Okay. Let's go Liliana Contract, land. We got 3 spells and a land. Let's play a Conundrum. Getting a Courser of Prufix and 3 more lands. Someone call that Noah dude. I need a boat. Now we can just attack. Oh yeah. Okay, I guess that's fair. The last one was a bit overkill. The opponent's deck was kind of based on luck, but all things considered, I think we were the lucky ones before the flood hit. Why don't we try one more? Game 4. Hang on now. 3 lands, but no blue. We do have the Nessian Wanderer again, and some Surveil pieces. If we find a blue source, we're good. Most of our spells are 3 or less, so we may be able to force it out with the Satyr, and we can just play our commander if we don't get anything else by turn 3. I don't know if I should, but to hell with it. We're keeping. We're going to start this match with a Forest. Opponent plays a Shipwreck Marsh. Man, that'd be nice if we... Oh, hello. Let's try a Blooming Marsh, and then the Nessian, and ship it back. They'll play an island, and then their commander, Venser, Corpse Puppet. Let's mega copy them by playing our Marsh, and then Tatsunari, Code Rider. Opponent plays Gate of the Black Dragon as land for turn, and then drowns our commander in Ichor. I'll keep him in the bin for extra mana later, I think. They'll make a 3/3, and then attack for 1. We're going to play a Woodland Cemetery, then Titan's Nest. Finding the Dimir Pathway with the Wanderer and Seiko. They play a Staff of Completion, and then an island before fatal pushing our Nessian Wanderer and attacking for 4. Upkeep trigger will bin a Breeding Pool and play Takasia's Dig Site. Let me show you something. I'm going to exile Tatsunari, which will make a colorless, and because he changes zones, we can put him back into the command zone. Then, we'll exile the other 2 from our graveyard, making mana to play Tatsunari, and a Black Market Connection, creating Kami. Venser is going to play an island, then a Key to the Archive, drafting something, and ships it back. Couple of triggers now. We Surveil. I think we'll keep it on top. And then we full send because we ain't no babies. Make a treasure and a token and give me that. I know it's all there now, but stay calm. Let's play the Disinformation campaign to have them discard and us draw. Then we'll attack with Kami. Fortunately, they block. After tanking for way longer than I'd like to admit, let's finish our turn with Enhanced Surveillance. They what? Counterspell. Okay, well, whatever. I'm glad it's that and not the campaign itself. Opponent plays Tasha, Unholy Archmage. Upticking her, threatening some -1/-1 counter. On end step, we'll exile Enhanced Surveillance for no good reason and flash out Omen of the Sea. We'll bottom land and draw Journey to Eternity. Upkeep triggers. Let's bin this, returning the campaign to our hand. And then we can full send again. No, that counts. I did the thing. You saw it. You saw me. I did it. I did the thing. Thanks for watching. I always love having you guys around. This episode was as fun as always, and I really did like the idea behind it. I'm sure with a few more pieces, like in actual EDH, we could do some pretty magical stuff with it. Let me know if you decide to make one for Commander, and if you do, I want to know how it goes. Remember, be safe and try to be kind. I love you guys. Take care.